Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm laughing because it's live in there. It's 8:30. They are usually in the bed by 7:30, at the latest 8 o'clock. Granted, it is Saturday night, but let me tell you, I brought home some goodies from our church group meeting. And we had a whole potluck meal, which is what we do every time we get together once a month. And we had fellowship and worship. And then we had a time of prayer, praying over those that needed healing or had surgeries coming up or what have you. So I brought back, or everybody takes leftovers home. I brought back pumpkin pie and chocolate cake, some pasta salads, and some, it's kind of like samosas, but not samosas. One was stuffed with chicken, some kind of chicken, and one was stuffed with spinach. So my husband had the chicken and I had the spinach one, but I brought them home because I knew my daughter would enjoy. The grandsons, we let them have cake. And it has been nonstop. And he's on a whole nother level right now. But that's not why I came on here. I came on here to tell you, listen, I have one more. He's getting on his big brother's nerves. That's what I do now. I have 3 totes of my mother's craft items. And I brought 2 of them in. One I knew it was some old fabrics and things that she used in different crafts, wallpapers and things like that. She used to do, take clear plates and glasses and things like that, and then put Mod Podge, like do flowers or take the flowers from wallpapers and cut them out so delicately and intricately, and then Mod Podge them onto, I can't even think of, decoupage, onto these glasses and decorate these things so beautifully. I'll show you one that she did. So this is actually a serving platter. You see the hole right there? So it's tiered. The other 2 tiers are in here somewhere, but this is stuff that she did. This is the kind of stuff my mom did. She would go to thrift stores and yard sales and buy things that were just plain Jane. It was just plain Jane, white. And then she would paint it, glaze it, make it look crackled. This is Mod Podge, decoupage, whatever you want to call it. Just all kind of stuff. She was very, 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 very crafty. You're gonna hear them at the door. I'll be out in a minute. See? Go tell your mom. Sorry. Life goes on here. It does not stop. This is a piece she cut out very intricately, very, very delicately, and then put it on some type of heat and bond. And then, you see the shiny side? So now I can put this on fabric, which I am, and then I will stitch around it, applique. But I'm gonna do that, and I don't know, frame it or something in honor of my mom. She was doing stuff like this 20, 30 years ago. Here's something else she did. Okay, first of all, let me show you the bins. Hold on, pause. Let me show you 2 of the 3 bins. Okay, this is one, and this is one. So these are the kind of things, but I'm gonna show you some of the stuff in these bins. Okay, I'm gonna show you some of the stuff. Before I share some of those things, let me tell you, my mom passed away in December 2009, right before Christmas. And this has been a really tough year for me and my sisters. Like, we've grieved, we've moved, not moved on, but you never move on. We've had our deep grief. We've gone through all of the, motions of that and got to a point of healing and where we could talk about mom and not cry. We could just laugh and rejoice and reminisce and all of the things. But this year, for whatever reason, we don't know, has been hard from about September-ish, late September, up to present. Her birthday was October 8th. Those boys are really having a time in there. I have no idea what's going on in there. None whatsoever. But this has been a tough year. And we have not been in the mood for Thanksgiving. We have not been in the mood for decorating for Christmas. None of that. And now the dogs. Never a dull moment in this house, guys. And now their mom is up in there with them. So we've had a tough go of it this year, and we've just kind of been going through the motions, just doing the bare minimum, right? Well, I told you in the last video that I was working on prayer Bibles with Dana from Essence of Me. And I, said, let me get mom's things because I know she has some lace in there. And some of the people's prayer Bibles I've seen, like they'll decorate the edges of the pages with lace and, oh gosh, what is that tape called? I can't even think of the name of it. But they'll, decorate them really, really pretty, put the tabs on them for, the topics of prayer and in the scriptures that they chose and all that good stuff. And I thought, well, let me get some of mom's lace and I can use that to decorate. That's one less thing I have to buy. Yada, yada, yada. Washi tape. And so I know they have this washi tape now that has lace on it, for different crafts and things like that. But I was like, yeah, I'll just get some double-sided sticky tape and use that and use some of mom's lace. So I brought the bins in here and they've been sitting in here since Wednesday afternoon. And today's Saturday night. I opened them, but I hadn't been able to go in them. I just, been looking at them. They've been sitting here to open. I'll pass through the room and just peep over at them, but I hadn't gone through any of them. And I've been wondering, like, mom did cross stitching and she did embroidery. And I was like, oh, I need to ask my sister if she's come across those things. I would really, really love to have mom's embroidery and cross stitch projects and supplies. I would really love to have those. I know she's not going to do anything with it. Guys, when I tell you tonight I came back from the gathering and I opened the box, and if I get emotional, it's okay. I opened the box and started going through there, and I was like, what is this? What is this container? And I opened it up, and it is all of my mom's embroidery threads. All of her threads. All of them. Like, I have all of her things. They're not still with my sister. I have them all. And then I was like, well, what else is in here? What else? I have all of her her cross stitch stuff, I'm sorry. And embroidery. And this was her embroidery. My mom had project bags, guys. Like, this was a thing. I had no clue. I had no clue. It's been great. Like, I had no idea I had this stuff. And, oh my gosh. A magnifying glass. Her needles. Her scissors. And the last project she was working on. That's what she was using. I have her things, and I had no clue that I had her things. I was not sure where these were at. I thought they were still in Texas. I really, really, truly did. I did not realize that I had them. And I have had these bins since she passed. And I have never been able to go through them. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. There's some tea towels in here. Or a tea towel. That she had begun. And my mom was this, if she messed up, which to her this would have been errors, she would have put it to the side. She wouldn't have continued it, but she wouldn't have gotten rid of it. She would have looked at it as a learning piece. And so we have that. And even though that's a mess, I'm going to learn how to do embroidery so that I can finish it. So that, this is a piece where she was painting. This is all painted. This is, wow. This is paint. I don't know what kind of paint this is, but she painted this and adhered it to this fabric somehow. I don't know. I have no idea. None whatsoever. Here's another piece. And the backside is still sticky from heat and bond. I have no idea what she was going to do with this. I don't know. But that's paint. It's I don't, you can't even, can you see? You can't see. It's paint. It's raised paint. Oh, wow. Okay, now I see why she had saran wrap in between, or plastic wrap in between. That is freaking gorgeous. My mom was out of this world talented. Out of this world. And let me tell you, no matter how much we were in awe of the gifts that God gave her, she still never thought she was good enough. Like, she just never thought she was good enough. And we would say, Mom, take these pieces and put them in, there was like an antique store, but it was more than antiques. Like, sell these items. Of course, eBay didn't exist and Facebook Marketplace didn't exist. You know, those things didn't exist at that time. Let's see. Wow. Just wow. This is a cross stitch that she did. She made it into a pillow. Wow. She was just absolutely talented. They now have this, oh gosh, is it called dots? I don't know what the craft thing is that they have now, but there are these little dots you put on stuff. This is paint, and it looks like those dots. My daughter has one that she's working on now, but that is paint. You can't, gosh, you can't see the textures of this stuff, but that is all paint. Here's one. Ugh. Look at this. Wow. I don't know that you can see the paint raised up on it, the texture of the paint. And she did this with paint. My daughter's in there doing it with dots, and I don't have any clue what those dot things are made of. She did crafts like this, would buy these baskets kind of things, and then make little crafts with them, little knickknacks. Like that. She would dye little flowers and pieces of plants and things that she would just get out of her yard and make little things like this, and then create like a whole centerpiece that would go on a table, and then gift that to someone for Christmas or whatever, or their birthday. Oh, there's another one in here. And she would find these little baskets at little shops, and it might have something in there, and she would just deconstruct it and then do what she wanted with it. And that's another one that she did. Like, she was so amazingly talented, but she never could see the value in what she was doing. She did not think her work was good enough. Wire ribbon for floral projects. She had all kind of stuff. Wire ribbon. She had all kinds of things. Oh my gosh. Wow. More embroidery stuff. And patterns. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. There are patterns in here. What? How awesome is this? Look at this. Her patterns. She got this at Hobby Lobby for 99 cents. Come on, guys. There's that chef that she was doing. And this is the one that was on that towel right there. So there are patterns. She's got stencils in here. Wow. So she could make her own stuff. And this little thing, you know, this is what a thing of curtains came in. I have been wondering, like, I get curtains or a thing of sheets, and I'm like, no, you guys keep those little bags. I can use those. The kids they would always be like, Mom, get rid of this. We're not keeping this. I just threw a slew of these things in the trash too. I kid you not. They'd be like, no, just throw that in the trash. I have no idea what this is. But I would say, no, keep that. Don't throw those little bags away. They're zippered pouches. I can use them for something. I can put a project in there or something. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, these are wallpaper swatches. And she would make different crafts with these. That's what this is. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna hold on to it because I just don't know. She would make cards. Military family. She was a stay-at-home mom for my younger sister. With me and my other siblings, she was a nurse and she worked. But when my younger sister was born and they finally moved from Louisiana, for whatever reason, it was hard for her to get a job on base. And so she did different arts and crafts things. Hold on. Sorry about that. I heard somebody coming in and I thought, let me pause it before they actually get all the way in. My mom would buy these from like Home Depot or Lowe's. These are legs. And she would paint them and then either do like, this is silver, or she'd do gold, or she'd make it look like antique or whatever. And then she would do all kind of stuff with this. I mean, all kind of stuff. There was a wallpaper company going out of business. She took wallpaper and created all kind of stuff. This is the wallpaper. She would just do all kind of crafts. These are glasses, pieces of glass. Where they came from, I don't know. And she would decorate that. Make a whole something out of it. I don't know. I will figure it out. This is a bag of all painted stuff that she's done. Like, I'll have to go through these in a minute. Wow. Ribbon galore. They had a 5 and dime store, and I do mean an actual 5 and dime store in Illinois. She was in Champaign, Rantoul area. My stepfather was, he worked at the college as an ROTC instructor. What is this? Arm holdbacks. I have no clue what this is. Oh, this is for drapes. But she'd find something to do with it. Let me tell you. She would find something to do with it. This is tape of some sort. I don't know. This is what she would do the glue paint with on those pieces of fabric. These are rub-on transfers. Stencils. I feel like I have hit the jackpot with my mom's craft stuff. I really, really do. Antique fragile crackle. This is to make things look antique. She did a lot of that. A lot of that. She would deconstruct things. These are all like hair bows and all kind of stuff that she's just deconstructed. And she would just keep it and say, I don't need it now, but I may need it later. These are all wooden pieces. She was, when I say freaking talented, she was absolutely talented. Lace. And she was so organized with all of it. I wish she were here to tell me what all this stuff is for, because I have no earthly idea. Oh, a light switch. She's got a couple of these in here. Wow. That's a wooden light switch. Trying to see if I can get it out. Oh, I remember where this was at. This is a wooden light switch. She put lace on it, decorated it, and she put it back on the wall. And these were being used. There's another one. I will seriously have to go through all of this and really, really catalog everything she has. I say it as though she's still here. Wow. Fake flowers. She'd buy these artificial flowers and then cut them to pieces. She would cut them to smithereens and then use them in decorating things. Like, nothing was safe if it was supposed to stay in its natural form, because she was going to take it all apart. She was going to take it all apart. Look. Absolutely amazing. I just read the front of the Ziploc bag. Apparently, she washed her Ziploc bags and reused them. Well, apparently she reused this one. And this one says, 24th of July, 98, roast. We know what was in that one. This is the foiling that she used. That was the silver foil. And the gold foil. Craft sticks. I don't know what these would be used for. I guess to make little bouquet. I don't know what these things are for. I've got lots to learn to figure out what Mom had and why she had it and what she used it for. Crochet hearts that she, and I have some of these that she decorated as ornaments for the tree. This is contact paper. And she would take this, put it on fabric, and then paint like some of those other things. And I wonder if that's what some of that was, where she would just paint over it. This is another stencil. What is this and what's it for? Twisted paper. Perfect for all your paper crafting ideas. Wreaths, bows, gift wrap, party decor, and florals. And it's a lot of these in here. Some super big. And more like these. Some more of these foils. And the reason, let me tell you, the reason I opened this container, truthfully, was there's a hot glue gun in one of these bins. And I've been looking for that hot glue gun for months. And then when I brought these totes in here, I opened one and I went, oh, there's the hot glue gun. And then I couldn't find it again. And I'm like, I know I saw that in one of those totes. So it's in here. Florist wire, glass etching stencils. She did that too. This is what she did to shirts. These are iron-on applique. We had Christmas shirts, rub-on transfers. More glitzy shirts. More stencils. More glitzy shirts. Another stencil. Transfer pin. More transfer pins. Art needlecraft mounting foam board. I have no idea. Oh, I do know what this is. And that's what she would have done with some of those things that she made. She would mount them onto these and then frame them. And she'd give that as a gift. The women in her church, I remember when we went to visit and we met some of the women from church. We went to church with her and we met I met some of the women from the church. And they told me, they said, they got together once a month. And when they got together, they would celebrate everybody's birthday that was in that month. And they exchanged gifts. And at Christmas time, they did the white elephant thing. And they said they could not wait for their birthday month because they knew that Miss Ruby, that was her name, Ruby, they knew that Miss Ruby was going to have the most authentic, original gift, and they just could not wait to see what they would get. And the other ladies would look on and be so jealous, even though in their birthday month, they got something just as spectacular. They said, we knew it wasn't Christ-like, but we were so jealous of that person's birthday month because what they got from Miss Ruby. And I remember laughing like, what? And for Christmas, they said they could not wait for Christmas. They could not wait for the white elephant party because they knew that my mom was going to make something amazing. And then they would all try to see who could go home with that gift. Just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I cracked up. Absolutely cracked up. This is a clay piece that my mom made. She tried her hand at pottery. Enjoyed it. Oh, this is the glue. It's called Stencil Decor. Stencil Gel Decor. These are the things that she did the paintings with. The dots. Those dot things. That's what she did it with. Those kind of paints. Boy, there's still so much in here. This is the glass etching kit. Oh my gosh. Guys, my mom left amazing, amazing treasures. Like, this is the Ada cloth, 14 count, for cross stitch. I have no clue how to use it. An embroidery hoop. Another embroidery hoop. She made ribbons and bows. And tons and tons and tons. Oh gosh, what is all of this? Let's see. Decoupage finish. Varnish. Of course, I know this stuff is no good. I'm just showing you what was left. Gloss. Water-based clear finish. Excellent over oil or acrylic paint base. Stencil Decor blender. Aleene's transfer it. Aleen stop fraying. I know these things are not good, but guess what? I'm not getting rid of them. My children will be getting rid of them. I'm not getting rid of them. And I actually know that one daughter of mine is not going to get rid of them at all. This one, I remember her telling me she went to a antique store and she found a tea set. And I don't know where the rest of the tea set is, but here are the plates and saucers. And she couldn't wait to have granddaughters, but she wanted to find cups to go with them so that they could have tea parties. And she never found cups to go with the antique plates. She had a dollhouse that she redecorated and put all the little pieces into it. I'll have to give this to my daughter because this is a blender for that dollhouse. And there's some other things in here for the dollhouse. There's old jewelry in here. This is an antique hair bow. That she would have redecorated and repurposed. Just all kinds of things. Oh, wow. A wooden thread spool. Okay, that's all for this bin. Now I have to put it all back. Now I have to put it all back. Let's see if I can get it in here. Oh, more stencils. Alphabet. And that. Let's see if I can get this back in here with some semblance of organization so I can go through the other bin. I'm going to have to sit here one day very soon because now that I know what's in here, I want to organize it and see what's really salvageable. It looks like a lot of this is, and then figure out what kind of crafts or things I can do with this stuff. Because to me, this is gold to me. This is gold. And it's awesome. Okay, let's put all this back into this bin. And then I can go through the next bin. I think the next one is just all lace. That's what I think. And ribbons. But we'll see. We will see. I am so excited. I really am. I think these things thrill me the most. That I have her cross stitch and embroidery stuff. All right, this other one. My mom's 60th birthday. My daughter made this for her. It was from all of us. But she decorated this envelope. And then we all put handmade cards and things to my mom for her 60th birthday. They made her, happy birthday, may God bless you. It's bookmarks. Cards. Wow. Because she was always decorating shirts. There's a shirt from one of them. This would have been from my son when he was little. This would have been from him. Wow. So that was theirs. And then I had given her a card. Any of you who has lost a mother, you understand when I say I miss her. I miss her so very much. There is absolutely nothing like a mother's love. And when that's gone, for whatever reason, it is devastating. She used to say she lost her mom when she was just 18 months old. So she never really knew her mom. And other family members raised her. She was passed from one family member to another, until her dad finally went and got her after he had remarried. But every house that she was in, somebody in that household abused her. And she thought when her dad came to get her that his new wife would be the one, her saving grace, and even that woman abused her. Yeah. A mother's love. So this is lace. This was from, it was a 5 and dime store. And when they were going out of business, Mom went in and racked up on all the lace. She took little socks for my girls. She made their hair bows. She made all of their hair bows. She made all of their socks. Their hair bows and their socks all matched when they were babies. And she did it with all of this lace. This is nothing but lace. Lace, lace, and more lace. And I am blessed to have it. All of it, every bit of it. I'm going to find some way to make a quilt and put this lace in it somehow, some way. I don't know how. I have no idea, but I'm gonna find a way. Listen, there's even a Band-Aid, a dressing, transparent dressing from her taking care of my brother. She cared for him when he was dying from AIDS. She was his caregiver. Wow. Her needles, all of this lace. It is just like, seriously. Uh-oh. Lace, lace, and more lace. I kid you not. That's all lace. And a spool of ribbon. There's that. I remember the hair bows for my daughters from this, and their socks to match. The ribbons. Can you even see that? Can't see the decorations on it. There we go. Now it's focusing. Look at that ribbon. Or is that a ribbon? It is a ribbon. And then this ribbon, I thought was the bane of my existence. Like, oh my gosh, this ribbon, why won't it stay? This is the kind of stuff I would help her with. She's like, can you roll that back up on there? How many times I've rolled this back up on here, I don't know. I can't even tell you. But I'd be like, okay, Bob. My mom made crafts out of, oh gosh, bread and glue. And painted it, and you thought it was real roses, or ceramic roses rather. It was bread and glue. She learned it from watching HGTV. And I don't know who it was on there that was, it might have been that lady Aileen. I think that's what it was, who it was. And she made all kinds of stuff with bread and glue. And she said, you know how I made that? And I'm like, absolutely not. More lace. More ribbon. That's where I have a ton of these pins and could not figure, where did I get these pins? I did not buy these. Where did they come from? I had no clue, but now I know. These are all ribbons. This is something she deconstructed and kept because she could use that. Look at this. It's ribbon. Wired ribbon. I have no clue how that was in there. Holding it because I can't get it back in. But ribbon. more ribbon. And lace in here that is just all over the place, that I'm going to have to actually seriously sit here and try to figure out what spool it goes to. Let me show you. I'm gonna have to actually sit here and go through and get this all back on its spools. But these are still lace. Let's see what's in here. More lace. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. All right. So it continues. This lace is all in bags. Some black lace off of something. And then, like I said, more lace. And more lace. That yellow lace is pretty. Tell me, has anyone done anything with a quilt that contained lace? And if so, please tell me about it. Share ideas. Even if you haven't, but you have some ideas of how I can use this lace. And maybe even ribbon. I don't know how I would utilize any of the ribbon in a quilt, but I would love to if I could. But if you have any ideas as far as this lace is concerned, oh gosh, there we go. I would love to hear about it, because I would love, love, love to be able to make a quilt for each of my kids in her honor with some of her craft things. I think that would be really nice. It's just all lace. I think I'm going to take those bags of lace out of there and put all these ribbons of lace in there, in that little bin. That way it'll all be contained and not all over the place. That would be cute on I'm planning to do an African Queen's quilt. That would be pretty to use on that somehow. Pretty much, I think that's it. I think the rest of this is just all that ribbon and stuff I just showed you that I just need to find out where it all is. What is this? Oh, well, guess what, guys? There's the hot glue gun. Right there. I knew it was in here. I saw it. I saw it. There it is. There it is. Now I can put it up and then try to remember where I put it. But yeah, I am just absolutely blown away. And like I said, I still have one more bin in the garage of her craft stuff. I have no idea what's in it. Or at least the bin says Ruby's craft items. it could be something totally different. So I'll have to check when I go back to the garage. But I am speechless, grateful. I'm blessed. I am honored to have her things. Honored that I get to do something with them and bless someone else with them, just as she did. She used these items to make items for people as gifts, and she gave, she created, and she gave. She created and she gave. There were things that she made that she would just say, "Oh, here, you could have that." And we'd be like, "Mom, you have money in your house. Like, you can make money." And create a retirement fund for yourself. Like, she had no retirement saved up. They lived paycheck to paycheck. Being in the military, I think a lot of people think, oh, in the military they make really good money. No, they don't. And I'm sure nowadays people get it, or maybe not, but no, they don't. Surprisingly, military people are frequently recipients of food stamps and so forth, because you don't make a lot of money in the military. They promise you good pay. They promise you, education. They promise you be able to use the GI Bill and get housing. You can get loans for buying houses and all of that stuff. While some of that is true for some, not for all. All of the stipulations and hoops and loops and all of that stuff, and I don't say that to be down on the military. I don't. I am the child of a military father, and my stepfather also was in the military. My brother, uncles, cousins have been in the military. Aunts have been in the military. So I don't say that to be down on the military and so forth. This is a total knot. I gotta untangle all of this. I'm just saying to say, it's a lot that some people just don't get about military life. And so we would tell her, Mom, make your crafts, sell your crafts, and then put that money away for retirement so you'll have it in savings. And she'd say, but it's not worth anything. Like, no one's willing to buy. I'm like, what? So talented, so amazing. And people would offer her money for things, and she'd say no, because she did not believe that she was talented and gifted in that area. She just did things, like she said, I just do it because I see it and I'm like, I wonder if I can do that. Or she'd look at it and go, oh, I could do that. And she would do it. She would absolutely do it. And she was just amazing. She was amazing in every way, as a cook, as a mom, as a woman. That her strength was amazing. Even nowadays, knowing that Black women don't like to be told that they are strong. They just want to be valued for their worth. We have had to be strong forever. And so we don't like to hear that we're strong. We want to be weak sometimes, you know, and not have to be strong and shoulder the world and all the things that come with the wretchedness of this world. And so I'm just in awe of my mom. I am in total awe, and I am just so grateful that I have been blessed to have her things, and I will cherish them and honor them until I am no longer here. And then I know one daughter for sure who will cherish and honor them, even if we never do anything with them and just look at them. I don't know. I know my other daughter, she would use this ribbon, so I'm going to ask her if she wants ribbons, all the different ribbons and stuff. The lace, I think I'll keep, but she's going to be doing some things of her own and start selling some things. And I think these ribbons would be beneficial to her. So I am going to ask her if she'd like to have these. But yeah, all my mom's things. So it has been fun reminiscing, going down memory lane, just looking at all of the things that I do have and didn't know that I had. And just, I think the embroidery and cross stitch things, because I just said a few weeks ago, I need to ask my sister if she's come across those things. I'd really like to have them. And to know that I've had them all this time. I've just not been able to open the boxes, the bins, and look in them. I just couldn't until now. So, yeah. All right, guys. I have made this video long enough. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. I greatly appreciate you. And I hope that you have a blessed evening and a blessed rest of your weekend. Or, well, by the time you watch this, a blessed rest of your week. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you guys in the next video.